I remember a couple things about camp. I mean, kid stuff. You know, one day, the older son, me and him didn't get along too good. So the older son had made a ramp on the bike. He was big on the BMX bikes and this, that, and the third, or mopeds. He had guns and all that, and he built a ramp. Now, the hill in back of the house was long. I mean, the hill could extend probably about 10 city blocks. The hill was humongous. All the way up to the top was humongous. So I rode the bike down the hill to the ramp, and the ramp was about probably my height that I'm right now, 5'7". You know, and I didn't know no better. I'm on a bike. I'm just jumping, and let's just say when I landed, I didn't land on the seat, man. You know, because the bike came from under me, and when it went down, the only place my rear end could touch was the tire. So I had cocoa butter on my rear end for about 2 months after that. That was a memorable moment, believe me. Other memories of camp, just swimming in the lake, stuff like that. Berry picking, going to the chicken coop to go get the eggs in the morning, or going to dig in the chicken coop to get the worms and fish, to go fishing and all that. I remember their car was always filled with a whole bunch of flies. They had horses. They had did they have horses? No, they had dogs. They was as big as horses. They had two big ass dogs, two dogs. It says, what was your favorite game as a child? I don't know. We used to get cars for Christmas and just play with the cars on the ground, and we had tiles that looked like streets, and we just played with the cars on the tiles, and that was basically we had to make up our own stuff. We wasn't, living like how they living nowadays. It was back up to the 80s, you know. So, favorite game, I don't really have a favorite game. Did you have any nicknames? No, I didn't have no nicknames. What were you most afraid of as a child? I used to have these dreams, right? And in my dream, I'd fall off the bed. But before I hit the floor, I try to wake up, and my eyes wouldn't open up. I don't know, for some reason, my eyes would not open up. I remember one of the last times I had that kind of dream, I was able to move. When it happened, I wasn't able to move. I couldn't open my eyes and I couldn't move. So when one of the last time it happened, I was able to grab my eyelids and open them up myself. That was one of the last times that I remember it happening to me. I was young. I remember that. It's crazy, and I never really talked about it. I just lived with it. Who was your best friend? A girl named Casey. I used to chill with her. She wasn't my girl, but she was I wanted her to be my girl. I was in love with her, or I had puppy love crush on her, something like that. But we used to chill. She wasn't my girl, but I was able to chill with her till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Just me and her on the balcony, 8 stories high. No, everybody else is in there asleep. Me and her just chilling on the balcony talking. Just you say, we was young. We was 10, 11, something like that. Just chilling on the balcony, or 12, something like that. But for some reason, we was able to stay on the balcony together alone. And it'd be nothing. It wasn't a relationship. It was just us chilling. What was your favorite subject to study? Science. Science. I love that's the only subject in school that I could actually sit there and pay attention, because it interests me. You start talking and I'm just right there with you. I'm interested in hearing what's got to be said. I want to see what that experiment is doing.